Happy Monday, everyone. I am back in Ohio and ready to rock, but I have something to talk about with you guys first before we get into doing all of the things, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to hop on before we get started. Where are all my boss babes at? We just came back from convention, which for those of you guys that do not know, that is like our annual get together, our annual training that we do. It is huge. There was 10,000 plus people there. It was amazing. Hey girl, hey Catherine, hey Alicia, hello everyone, hey Betty. I'm super excited to be back to you guys, and yes, I've got my eyes stamped and ready to go for us to do an eye look, but we're gonna talk too, okay? Hey Erin, hey Amanda, hey Christina, hey everyone. So we are gonna talk today, okay? We have to have a talk. You just got off in Boss Babes. I'm gonna have to watch it, Ariana. I'm sure you killed it. I'm super excited that you shared your takeaways with us because it is so important for us to get you guys to convention. Total game changer. It will completely change your business, as you know, Ariana. Hey, Jessica. These are nickel and suede. Love. Pretty much all the earrings that I wear are nickel and suede. Always. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Sheila. Hey, everyone. Okay. So, this month, we have a special customer bundle, okay? And every August, we have a special bundle that benefits a organization that is super, super close to our company. Our company was actually founded in order to fund the Unique Foundation, which is a haven retreat to give healing resources to survivors of childhood sexual abuse. And then our sister company of that, well, not company, organization of that is Defend Innocence. So what Defend Innocence is it is an organization that helps prevent childhood sexual abuse. And childhood sexual abuse is something that I was never familiar with. I didn't know anyone that was impacted by it previously until these organizations were brought forth and until our company started talking about it and breaking the stigma around it. And I am here to tell you guys, hey Sherry, I am so happy to be back. I am here to share with you guys the alarming statistics of childhood sexual abuse, okay? It was not until I was part of this company that I realized just how prevalent it is and how many people around me were affected by it and had never spoken about it, had never told anyone about it, and had never gotten help or had never had hope to get help, okay? So I am going to share one of the most alarming statistics with you guys right now. As my children, the innocents that I defend, are running around being crazy. 1 in 4 girls, 1 out of every 4 freaking girls, y'all, 1 out of every 5 boys are victims of childhood sexual abuse. Can we just let that sink in for a second? 1 out of 4 girls and 1 out of 5 boys. Guys, please stop. Hey, turn off the TV. Y'all are both done. Y'all both just lost your privileges. No TV and no games. I asked you guys nicely and you guys couldn't do that. So now mean mom has to come out. Okay? If you guys can't get along and you guys can't be nice to each other, then it's gone. So, back to what I was saying. 1 out of every 4 girls and 1 out of 5 boys, okay? If you look around you, like I look around me now, and you realize those statistics, that's sad, okay? But it gets worse. It gets worse, okay? And these statistics are 1 out of 5 boys and 1 out of 4 girls. This is before the age of 18. Before the age of 18, okay? Before they even become adults. They're already victims, okay? So, next. 90% of victims, they know their perpetrator. 90% of these victims know their perpetrator. 30% of these abusers are family members. I have always had a really, really hard time trusting people to watch my children. And this is why. 90% know they're abusers, and 30% are family. And the reason that this cause is so important is because our voices and us talking about this is raising awareness and breaking the stigma so that my boys will never have to be that 1 in 5. Okay? Never. And hopefully today we will eventually get to makeup, but even if we do not get to the makeup portion of this live, I need to have this conversation with you because I want you to have this conversation with other people. And the fact that I am sitting here crying and I have never once been affected by sexual abuse, my children are lucky enough to not be victims of sexual abuse. Can you imagine how these people that have been holding it inside for years, for lifetimes, can you imagine the pain that they feel inside holding that in? Okay? Okay. Children with disabilities are 3 times more likely to be victims of childhood sexual abuse. Okay? We have to be that voice. And a lot of times these victims are told that they have to be quiet, that it's going to be taken care of, that they deserved it. They are told these things to be kept in silence. Look at this face. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at this face. How could you not want to defend that? I don't care how uncomfortable the conversation is. We have to talk about it. We have to stop it. We have to be their advocate. We have to be their voice. Okay? Sexual abuse can lead to increased risk of substance abuse. Let's see. 34% of youth internet users experience unwanted exposure to sexual material. These are the statistics. This is our reality, guys. This is what I defend. This is why I have these conversations. This is why I am willing to hop on live and cry in front of you guys talking about this, no matter how uncomfortable and how heartbreaking it is. We have to put our foot down and start having these conversations. Nobody deserves to have to go through this. And now that I have a team of 22,000 women and men, I look at every single one of them. I know the faces of what sexual abuse looks like. I see the faces of the ones that have had the opportunity or are waiting for that opportunity to go to the Haven Retreat. They are not just a statistic. They are a person, they are a wife, they are a mother, they are a friend, they are a leader that has suffered in silence for way too long. And I refuse to be quiet about this any longer, okay? 1 out of every 4 girls, 1 out of every 5 boys, 90% of them knowing their abuser, 30% of those abusers being family. That is not okay. These are our children. These are our nieces. These are our nephews. These are our grandchildren. These are the future generations. We cannot let them suffer in silence like way too many have. Way too many. So that is what I am here today. No matter how crazy my children drive me, I will always be that voice and defend them in any way possible. I will have those conversations. I will look for those signs. I will talk to them and make sure that they know no one deserves to have that happen to them. No one is allowed to take away their innocence. Nobody will ever get to make my children suffer in silence. Not my niece, not my nephew, not my grandchildren to come. Never will I let anyone take that away from them. Gosh. Oh. And if you are a victim and you have suffered in silence, I don't care if you're a unique presenter or not, I want you to know that there are resources out there. There are ways to get help, and the Haven Retreat is one of them. You do not have to be a presenter to apply, and they are currently looking for a second location in the Midwest, on the East Coast, over here by us, so that they can accommodate more people that have become victims of childhood sexual abuse, that have been quiet for way too long and are ready to find hope and are ready for healing, okay? The retreat is going to teach them the resources, teach you, the victim, resources and methods to cope with what you've been through, to find healing and being able to move forward with your life and not just exist in life, but to thrive in life and to live a life of meaning. You don't have to suffer in silence. There are things, and the Unique Foundation is not the only one. Defend Innocence is not the only resource. You can reach out to your local police departments for resources. They have them. They do. And I just want you to know that it's not okay and it'll never be okay. And this is about defending their innocence before it happens. Not waiting until years and years down the road when it's too late. So, that brings me to the Defend Innocence bundle. Every year we either have a bundle in August that supports Defend Innocence or that supports the Unique Foundation, okay? This year it's about Defend Innocence. This specific bundle, 100% of the proceeds from this bundle go towards Defend Innocence. Every single piece of this bundle was put together with meaning to have these conversations and to create those ripples so that we can break the stigma around childhood sexual abuse, so we can make people aware of this reality that is our life, okay? This, as one person, as one single person, we can make so many ripples and affect so many people, and hopefully that this reaches someone out there that is able to have that conversation that makes ripples throughout to their people. Or maybe this video gets to someone who has been suffering in silence for way too long, and they decide that today is the day that they're going to apply for the Haven Retreat. I hope that I'm able to make so many ripples to everyone, so that we can defend the innocence of our children, and so that I don't have to see more of my teammates, more of my neighbors, more of my fellow moms suffering in silence. And this isn't just women, this is men. These are our dads, these are our wives, these are our sisters, our friends, our co-workers, our neighbors, the person that you randomly pass on the street. These are the ones that are suffering in silence. Okay? So, every piece of this bundle was made to cause ripples, okay? The packaging shows the ripples. This is a conversation starter. I purchased this bundle so that I can have these conversations with you guys. So that hopefully I can reach someone who was feeling hopeless and felt like they deserved what happened to them, because they don't. This eyeshadow color, I have to keep remembering, is called Worthy. And I'm shaking. This is to remind you that you are worthy. That you do not deserve what happened to you. And that our children are worthy and do not deserve it either. That our children are worth having this conversation about, no matter how uncomfortable. This lip color is called Compassionate. Because no matter how well you know these people, they could be a stranger, they could be a family member, we have to have compassion. And we have to be willing to help them. We have to have these conversations. You have to be compassionate. And then, Peaceful. This eyeliner is named Peaceful. So that finally, the survivors can have peace. That they can go on living their life. That they can have healthy relationships. That they no longer have to suffer in silence. Okay? Every single piece of this puzzle is made to cause ripples. And I want you guys to make that ripple with me. Okay? And this has nothing to do with the bundle. If you purchase the bundle, that is awesome. Every single dollar of that bundle goes towards this. But even if you just have that conversation with your children, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Be that voice. Be their advocate. Be their defender. And look at their faces. Know the signs. Do your research. Have these conversations. Ask these questions. They recently had a text campaign that they did where for different age groups, they gave you questions to ask. Did you love when I asked you a different question every day? Remember when we did that? They gave you a different question to ask your children every day to create these conversations and to build them up and to empower them so that they are willing and comfortable to have these hard conversations for us if and when they ever needed to, so that they can be an advocate for the people around them. If they hear something, they can tell you. But we have to make these ripples first. We have to be their voices, okay? Let me touch up my makeup real quick. Touch up my...
Yeah, you're starting to get happier.
Such a weight is lifted from my shoulders having this conversation with you guys today. But it is not something where we have one conversation, one big, huge conversation, and then it's done. That's not how it works. What? No, we're not playing on YouTube. You guys lost your chance. We have to be diligent and persistent with our conversations. We have to have these conversations over and over and over as a reminder. It's not a one-time deal and then it's fixed. We have to be their advocates and we have to be their voice. So I bought this shirt so that I can wear it and hopefully I can start these conversations when I am out and about and I can talk to people about this organization and be able to share these resources with someone. I will educate, I will defend, and I will empower my children to be that voice. And I will always protect them at every chance I get. So if you are a victim, I need you to know that you are worthy, that you did not deserve this. And no matter what anyone has ever said, You do not have to live this way. You don't. Oh gosh, I am crying more. The tears will not stop coming, guys. Oh my gosh, the tears won't stop.
It's good, but sour.
Oh my gosh, guys. Okay. So now are you ready to see what these colors look like? Oh gosh.
No.
Gosh.
No. No.
My eyes may be glazed over for a couple hours, but
See my drink?
what?
Gatorade and lemonade drops.
Oh yeah, you want to come show them your cup?
G2.
So by purchasing this bundle while we were at convention, I was able to get my kids this cool Defend Innocence cup. And I used this cup as a conversation starter. They didn't know it at the time.
I drink it. See if it's.
They didn't know it, but I said, "Hey guys, check out this cool cup that I got you while I was gone." They didn't know that I was using that as a conversation so that I could tell them about this part of mommy's life, this part of why I do what I do, and have that hard conversation with them. And even though it made my son a little uncomfortable and he kept trying to dive under the water in the pool, I was still okay with having that conversation because it needed to be said.
Well, you didn't cry in that conversation?
I didn't. Because mommy needed a day to process all the information and all the statistics. I mean, look at that face. Look at that. He doesn't deserve that.
I'm making my own meal.
Grayson does.
Hey,
I'm
knock
just-
it
I'm
off.
just kidding.
That is not
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
Go sit in timeout. I do not appreciate that. That is not funny at all. Go sit on the steps until I'm finished with my live. I am sorry for that. That was completely uncalled for. I don't care if you're kidding. That is not funny. After mommy is sitting here crying about the reality of this, that is not funny, and I hope to never hear you say that again. Welcome to mom life, my friends. Welcome to mom life. Whew. Oh, okay. I am going to be using multiple different colors with this look. But the color itself, like, let me just swatch this. This is just using my fingers with no primer. Look at that color, guys. Is that not beautiful? It is absolutely gorgeous. And the color payout on this is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So I am going to be pairing it with, let's see, we're going to do a little bit of a pink. Okay. So if you have never watched my lives before, the reason I have this white over here is to help me create a really soft blended look. I don't want it to be super harsh, but I don't want it to blend out too far. I want it to just have a really nice soft look on the outside. And Robin, I was so excited to be home with them. But it is a different change of pace compared to being at convention without children. You wake up and you're able to get ready in peace. You don't have to worry about feeding anyone. You don't have to worry about like getting anyone dressed. It's just a totally different pace, but I am so happy to be home, even if it means putting my children in timeout on live. You guys are seeing it firsthand that my children have such a mean mom. Gosh. If I had $1 for all the times last week that I was told that I was a mean mom, I'd be rich, rich, rich. Yes. My kids actually start back on Wednesday. This is going to be the first year that Grayson is in all-day schooling. So I've got like an agenda of everything that I am going to get accomplished this week with my business because I'm going to have uninterrupted time all day long to do what I need to do. Okay. And now I am going to take my cream shadow brush, okay? And I'm going to take this Worthy color and we are going to pack this right onto the lid. And I pack it on so that I can really, really, really get an intense color payout, okay? I want it to be bold, bold, bold. And this color is going to be beautiful for a smoky eye. I'm not doing a smoky eye just because, one, it's a Monday. Two, it is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And 3, it probably won't accentuate my crying. Yes, I do use setting powder to create those lines. That way, when I'm finished with it, I can just buff it out and it gives, you'll see. Once this eye stops crying, once this tear stops, then I'll be able to create another line over here. But that's my eye that always seems to water anyways. And then when I cry, it's always the last tear to be cried. It's always the last one, okay? And then I am just gonna, I went back and forth. Am I gonna do like a purple? Am I gonna do like a cranberry? I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I decided I'm gonna use Fervent. I'm gonna use this beautiful color. And there's Mr. Nerf. And I'm just taking my my crease brush. And I'm going to kind of intensify that look right here on that outer corner. And then kind of blend it right in with that Worthy color. Hey, Rachel. Hey, babe. You missed our cry sesh. It wouldn't be a typical day back from convention without tears. That is the one thing that you guys can always count on from me. When I come back from convention, I am super emotional and super, super like in your face about it, okay? I am to the point in my life where I'm okay with crying in front of people, okay? Do you have a live you can share on how you do your face for your... Yeah, I'm sure I can tag you in one because every once in a while I do like a complete like full out face look, like brows, concealer, contour, foundation, all of that stuff. But it tends to get a little bit long. It gets very lengthy when I do that. So that's why I kind of like, I expedite it for you. Oh my gosh, you are going to love it, girlfriend. Going to love it. Carissa, that is Fervent. That's this gorgeous berry color. Yes. So hesitant was here. I'm going to be careful because look what happened. Look what happened, guys. I packed this in my suitcase and I thought I packed it well enough that it wouldn't get smashed, but sure enough, it got smashed. Okay. So I used this hesitant color first, then Worthy, and now Fervent for that berry color. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Worthy color just to make sure that we maintain that intensity, okay? And then I'm just going to take a blending brush that doesn't have anything on it and just kind of soften this line. I'm not going to use anything up there just because I already have my concealer up under my brow that it actually creates that lightness for me. You could throw on a color like Optimistic or even Gentle, like a shimmery color to make that pop. Actually, I might as well just show you guys. Show you what it looks like. Why not, right? So I just take a little bit at a time. You can always add more. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, you can always add more. Caleb, you can get out of timeout. Okay. Is Caleb still on the step?
Yeah.
Are you go tell him or you can stay there if you want. That's fine too. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, here's a trick that I learned this weekend from the one and only Chelsea Smith. She taught us how to do a wing. You guys know that I ride the struggle bus of all struggle bus with wingage, okay? Absolute struggle bus. And she taught me something that I had never heard before. So I'm just going to buff out that little line of setting powder that we had, and look at that. Look at that, okay? No, Michelle, they actually start Wednesday. Thank you, Carissa. Okay. So here's what she does first. She starts on the inner corner and she stamps it on. Here, let me shake this real quick. Yes. The struggle bus of wingage is very, very real. It is very real. And if you guys are just hopping on, please take the time to watch the beginning of this so you understand why these products that I am using on today's look are so important, okay? So what she does is she starts, and she stamps it to like the middle, okay? She stamps it until she gets to like the pupil, which is something that I never do. Don't open your eye either. And then what she said is you do not follow the curve of your eye. You go straight out, okay? So this actually terrifies me a lot right now because I have not tried this yet, but I am going to trust the one and only Chelsea Smith, and we're going to see what happens. So do not follow the curve of the eye, but go straight out, okay? So I went straight out. You see that? You probably can't see it completely just because of my color choices. And then you connect down. And then you fill in. Okay? Whatever you do, do not, what? Do not open your eye. Okay? Maybe. Depends. So I have hooded eyes for those of you guys that are first timers watching me. Actually, if you're a first timer, if you've never watched me before, hashtag first timer. I have hooded eyes. And so what that means is when I go to do a wing, it more likely looks like Captain Hook's hook than an actual wing, okay? It never ends up looking like a wing. And this trick just completely blew my mind. Like, I'm trying to get up close and personal so that you guys can see. Hey, Tiffany, welcome. Carissa, first timer. Okay. I am just going to touch this up real quick just to make sure that it stays intact so that when I go to do pictures, okay? So yes, this is a game changer. Hey, Wendy, welcome. Okay, so let that dry for a second so that it doesn't go up on top. Hi, Nancy, welcome. Okay, and we're gonna let that dry. Well, you have to try this trick because it actually works really, really well, okay? Once this liner goes on though, it's incredible how well it stays, okay? What? Is what a yes? If you guys can play together and no more fighting, then yes. Okay. No, but this is like a total game changer for wingage, okay? So now let's do the other eye. Actually, let's put some mascara on it first. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. You got to, girl. It still actually makes me really emotional watching that video over again. It does. It does. Yes, Shannon, Fortnite. Yes. Fortnite. Have you guys, have your kids, like, had you listened to the Fortnite rap song yet? If not, don't even think about playing it either. I don't know how Facebook jail is going to do with a Fortnite song. So what we're doing here is the brand new Epic Waterproof Mascara. Okay, guys? I probably could have put some mascara on beforehand and cried my eyes out like I just did for you guys. And it would have still been intact. And then I'm throwing fibers on it just because, I mean, we're doing a wing and everything. So I kind of need like really bold lashes, like intense lashes. The other night for the award ceremony, I had on 3 coats of mascara. I had the waterproof and fibers. And everyone kept asking me if I was wearing falsies. And the answer is no, no, and no, my friend. Okay, so another tip that I learned this weekend that I actually just did not follow is start with your bottom lashes so that when you go to open your eye and put your upper lashes on, it doesn't transfer up until it dries. So I actually just forgot about that tip until a second ago. Okay, and then I blow dry them. I still blow dry my lashes just like I do the original Epic mascara, okay? So there's going to be Epic, our normal Epic. There's going to be Epic in brown. And then there's going to be a black waterproof one, okay? So I am using the black waterproof one. And now I am going to do my bottom lashes. My bottom lashes take like 0 product at all. So I'm just kind of wiping off some of the excess, okay? Because like there's no lashes on my bottoms. And then I am just taking this. Oh, what I was saying before, guys, is that this eyeliner, this liquid liner, is so incredible that the other night when I had them swatched on my hand, I literally sat there scrubbing with our new cleansing stick, our shine wipes, you name it. I was sitting there trying to scrub it off so that in my pictures on stage, it wasn't on there. And I could not for the life of me get them off, okay? It is hardcore. It is intense. Once you let it dry, it's staying there. What's your problem?
Your computer's plugged in.
No, it's not. My computer's right here.
But then why isn't it working?
I don't know. I plugged it back into the right place. You probably have to change the output.
No, it's on.
Well, then you're going to have to wait until Mommy's finished. Oh my goodness, my life is over. Their life is so over. Okay, let me answer your questions real quick. Thank you, Nancy. Do you use the waterproof Epic in place of the gel? Yes, I do. I have always, ever since we came out with Epic, I have always done Epic Fibers Epic. That is just my personal preference. That is what I love. That is the results that I love. And it just works for me. So yes, I still do the same exact thing with the new waterproof Epic. There is not a price difference. Nope. All of the Epics are all the same price, okay? And starting on the 20th, there is going to be a subscription program that you can enroll into for your Epic mascara. So you can either pick a 30, 45, 60, or 90-day subscription, and it will send it out. You're going to get free shipping on your order. You're going to get a sample in every single order. So yeah, if you love your Epic mascara, that is going to be an option for you. All you're going to do is you're going to go to the eyes tab where you would find your Epic mascara, and there is going to be an option for you to enroll into the Prestige Unique subscription program, okay? Easy to join, easy to cancel with the click of a button, okay? And at any point in time, if you want to change which Epic you're getting in your thing, you can go to your account and you can change it out. So say you get the brown one and then you decide next time I want the Epic waterproof. You can easily change out which Epic you're getting in your subscription, okay? So let's go to the other side so that you guys that are just now hopping on can see what is going on this side of the world, okay? Yes, 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 yes. So it's all the same price, and there's not... You don't have to pay a fee or anything to be part of the subscription program. You just pay the mascara price, which is $24 US, okay? So it is well worth it because, I mean, you're getting your free shipping and you're getting those samples. So now that my eye has stopped crying and watering, I'm just re-putting that little line there with my Behold setting powder. And I just take this Morphe G41 brush that I love, and I just stamp it right on there, just like that. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. So we've already got some of the pink on there. Let me just put it up there. And then we are taking this Worthy color from our Defend Innocence bundle with my cream shadow brush. Okay. And we're just tapping it on, see? And we're just starting on the inner corner, just because I love having that major pop and that like wow factor right there. So pretty much every time that I start packing on my product, I start along the base lash line and go in the inner corner and work my way up and out, okay? So just pop that on. You know what makes me so happy, guys? I do not watch viewer counts, okay? I stopped watching viewer counts a while ago because I know that the amount of people watching does not determine my success. But I love, love, love more than anything else that this of all lives, when we are talking about something so freaking important and so needed in this world, that you guys are here, okay? We are making ripples, and this live is making me so happy to see that 80 viewers are on here, and that at one point we had 111 viewers on here, because that means that we are reaching people. That if just one person watching this who is a victim of sexual abuse, that they are hearing this message. That the moms are hearing this message. And I'm going to stop there before I start crying again, but it makes me so happy to know that of all my lives, that this many of you guys are watching something so important that needs to be talked about. That, so freaking powerful. Okay, now, going back, we are taking this Fervent color. It is like a deep berry color. And if you guys are just hopping on, go back and watch the replay of this in the beginning, because we talk about something that needs to be talked about. Childhood sexual abuse, okay? So that is the reason we are doing this look. That is the reason we are here today. And there is a reason that we need to have these conversations, okay? So I challenge you to go back and watch it. Share it, make your own, have those conversations, and make those ripples. You never, ever know who is watching you. You have to have these conversations with people. So now we are going in with that delicious Fervent. Oh my goodness, thank you. Yes, if one person from this live takes something from it and has a conversation, think of the ripple that they're creating from that conversation. And if just one person from that conversation, can you think of the ongoing ripple effect that's being created? Like, it's infinitely endless. The amount of ripples that we can continue to make and the amount of people that we can reach with this. Whew. And I don't know if I have any peeps out in Utah or in surrounding states from Utah, but they are having a Reclaim Hope benefit where all the proceeds from the tickets go towards the Unique Foundation. It's $250 a guest, and I think it's $1,000 for a table or $2,000 for a table, something like that. But all the proceeds go to it. So if I have any people in Utah that would be interested in attending, I can find more information from you guys, or for you guys. I got an invite in the mail today, and I was like, what? What? I'm getting invited to this stuff? It's crazy. I kind of feel like a socialite or something. Like a fancy pantsy. But y'all know that nothing about me is fancy pantsy. Isn't that crazy? Like, how in the world did I do that? I, Megan Dashley, the struggle bus leader of the world of wingage, created that wing. I did that, guys. And it is all because of Chelsea freaking Smith. She taught me how to do that on stage the other day. She was chosen to be on stage during our Club Moodstruck at convention. And she taught us all how to make this gorgeous look with like a wing. And that little tip that she taught me changed my life. I wasn't sure how it was going to work or if I was going to be able to pull it off, but I trusted what she said. And guess what? I created a wing. I did it, guys. I did it. I'm having quite the struggle on this eye though, because it's still watering. It's still wanting tears to come out. And it'll probably continue to water all day long. I'm not kidding. Am I still crying? No, I'm not crying, but my eye is still wanting to cry. Just one eye. So it's being a little pain in the booty over here. You can see like the little water marks. Okay, and then I'm just taking a little bit more of that Worthy color from the bundle and just kind of tapping it on. All right. Woo! Goodness. Can I just say I love you guys? I love you guys for being here today, for having this heart-to-heart with me, having this conversation. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited that they shared that because honestly, like, my kids have always been my reason why I do what I do. And so like them being at the Wall of Influence ceremony when we were out in Utah was like the biggest thing. And for them to get to go up and do the worm and floss, like that's things that like sets their soul on fire, is like being able to do that and like make people laugh. And so like I didn't want to sit there and listen to a video of me talking about my journey, and the fact that they shared those videos of the boys, like that is what my business is all about to me. Yeah. Yeah, like that is, they are the reason why I do what I do. That's why I got started, and that's why I refuse to ever quit. I will never stop fighting for a good life for them, ever. Okay. Are we ready to show this wing again? Okay? Second time's a charm, right? We're gonna nail this. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, when we were at the Wall of Influence ceremony and Grayson was doing the worm, he was so close to the wall that he hit the wall and then his shoe popped off, and he was kind of like embarrassed and like almost looked like he was gonna cry because he thought he messed up the worm. But no, he did awesome. Like, and then Caleb, he's just my little flossy bossy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Peaceful liquid liner and we're going to start on that inner corner and we are going to stamp it, okay? Just stamp it on. And if you want a thinner wing, use the tip of it versus the end, because you can kind of see how it gets thicker, okay? So if you want a thinner wing, like a very, very thin buddy, then use the tip. If you want it a little bit more Amy Winehouse, then you can do the end portion of it to stamp it. Okay, so you're going to stop like mid-eye is what she said. And don't open your eye. Don't open your eye, otherwise while it's drying, it's going to transfer up. And here's where I have been going wrong. Instead of going with the curve of your eye, so going down like that, we're going straight out, okay? Straight out. It is silver. Silver. You can kind of see, here, let me get some of that color off of it. So it's like a gunmetal gray. We do have black. We've got a bunch of different colors. But for this Defend Innocence bundle, it is silver. Okay, and we're going straight out, okay? Ready? Straight out. Straight out. And then you connect. You connect to that corner of your eye and you fill it in. Okay? And I'm just gonna create a little bit more flick. But look at that. Look at that wing. Let's let it dry. Chelsea for president. Not only has she changed my brow game, but she has changed my wing game, which there was no game in my wings before. They were just Captain Hook wings. Like literally. I think my kids could have done better wings than I was doing before. So let's let that dry real quick before we open up. Yes, Chelsea 2020. She's running for prez. She needs to be prez because she has changed my makeup life forever. Okay? She's the reason my brows look as good as they do. She's the reason that everyone in their life should have this blending bud. And she's the reason that I, Megan Dashley, have now been able to create a wing. Okay? Oh, that's what I was teaching my son this morning. How to say, oh. Actually, I think I need, I remember another trick that she said. When you're doing your liquid liner on other people especially, don't have them close their eyes, have them look down, because see how I missed that whole little corner right there? It's because my eye was like shut. And then I'm throwing some fibers on top of that waterproof Epic. Okay? So we'll have to go in and touch it up. This kudos is seriously amazing. This kudos is worth every penny, not just because of the colors, but because every single dollar of this is going towards Defend Innocence. And if you guys are just hopping on and have no idea what Defend Innocence is, you need to rewatch this. Okay? Oh. Okay, got it. Now let me blow dry my lashes. I blow dry them to curl them. Gives a little oomph. It gives a little separation. You gotta keep them separated, right? Isn't that Green Day? Is that, who sings that? Something like that. Pretty sure they were talking about lashes, okay? We don't want them clumped together. We gotta keep them separated. And then a little bit on the bottom. Yeah, there was a lot of hot tips in her on stage thing, okay? And if you're using the waterproof Epic and you do in fact get some up here, y'all better act fast. Because once it's on, it's on. And my eye's watering again. It's doing it. It is doing it, okay? And when you're, right. It's so fun to do. And I have Joy, one of the leaders on our team, to thank for that. Because when she came in town for our Cincinnati training, she said it like over and over and over. And I was like, I need to learn how to say that. Like, I need to learn how to roll my tongue like that. Because apparently, like, only, like, certain people are able to roll their tongue like that. And it's the people that can go like this. So if you can do that, then you can roll your tongue and say, oh, okay? Fun little fact for you. In case you thought you couldn't do it, you can.
Now go do it.
Look, hold on, chill. And now I'm just going to run a little bit of my black liner down here. Just so I have some lineage down there too. Okay. I never do liquid liner on the bottom. Or if you're from Iceland, then my sister is actually in Iceland right now. Is that where you're from? Iceland? Because, yes, my sister is doing wedding photography there. She comes back tomorrow, I think. So she was like, taking pictures at the Blue Lagoon and all kind of stuff. I mocked you into oh, yes, I know. I've always got a photo bomber. Yeah. She was going to go to convention with us, and then she found out that her husband's niece, I think one of their family members decided to have their wedding over there. And here in Ohio, we just got that WOW travel line or airline that flies to like Iceland and like UK and all that stuff for like dirt cheap. And so they decided to get married over there. And so my sister is doing wedding photography, so she didn't get to go to convention with us, but she is in Iceland experiencing everything that Iceland has to offer, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, it's a thing to get married there now. I really want to go to Iceland so that we can go to the North Pole. I really, really, really want to take my kids to see Santa. Like really, really, really. You haven't been to the North Pole. Not the North Pole, like the real deal North Pole. Yeah, we want to go see Santa. Yes, WOW Airlines flies out of CVG now to different places for like $100 and something, okay? Like super cheap. Okay. So I'm just going to run a little there. Are you guys ready to see this lip color? Because it's pretty freaking amazing. It is one of our lip powders. If you, I saw something on Facebook. There is a North Pole. There is. I saw it. Mm-hmm. And you can stay in like these little like igloo type like suites where like there's no roof and you just look up at this, like it has a roof, but it's like a window. So you can like at night, like look up and like see everything. Yes. But I could be totally wrong. I mean, you lived there, so who am I to say, yes, there is. You live there, for goodness sake. No, like, what is the Blue Lagoon? Like, I just saw the pictures, but I didn't really get to ask many questions. It looked like a big sauna, like an outdoor, like, hotspot or stargazing at the Northern Lights. Yes. So back in January, they had a kudos that was 3 different lip powders. They were exclusive colors, and they were super, super bold. And a lot of people were like, I really wish I could get those lip powders because that's really cool, but I wish there was like different shades. So this is an exclusive shade just for this kudos, but more lip powders are to come, and there are some nude and some light colors, okay? So you can actually see in there that it is like literally powder. But the beauty of this is that it starts as a powder, but when you put it on your lips, it actually becomes a lipstick, okay? So like, I can blow it and you can see it like it's actual powder. But watch this. Oh, look at this. It's hot from the earth. That's so cool. Do you hear them? It's hot from the oak. Like, all I have to say is, where was this lip color for the holidays? I would have rocked this for Christmas. What? Nothing. It is. It's like magic. And you don't have to dip back in. Like, what you have on this little wand is plenty for your entire lip, okay? Because you actually don't want too much product because it is a powder. And if you have too much, that's going to be fallout. And once you have fallout, that's not good. Or you suck it in when you breathe. Like, if you don't hold your breath or you suck in at the wrong time, you're probably going to inhale a little bit of lip powder. So let's get those peaks.
You know where it is with your headset?
A scar versus gray AR. I'm still
And what I love about these two is they are so tiny that they fit in the back pocket of your jeans. So you can have like a quick retouch. You don't have like a big product. You just have this little buddy, okay? Super, super little. And I didn't need to dip back in. I just wanted to show you how little. Let me touch this up. Make sure we got all those little buddies. I am pumped for Orlando too, but look at that. Look at that lip color. This is Compassionate, and this is the exclusive shade that comes in the Defend Innocence bundle, okay? So you get that. You get the Peaceful liquid eyeliner, and then you get the Worthy eyeshadow, which is absolutely beautiful. $61. All $61 goes towards Defend Innocence. Every single penny, every single dollar goes towards Defend Innocence, okay? Unique is not benefiting from this. This is all going to Defend Innocence, okay? If you have any questions about anything that we talked about today, feel free to shoot me a message. If you are a survivor, if you are a mom, I challenge you guys to have these conversations. I challenge you to talk about this. I challenge you to break that stigma and be the change for our future generations, for your kids, for your grandchildren, for your nieces, for your nephews, for your brothers, for your sisters, for everyone around you. Have those conversations. Be that defender. Defend their innocence, because we are the only people that they have to defend, okay? We have to be their voice. And if you are a survivor of childhood sexual abuse and you have never gotten help and you still feel like this was your fault, if you still feel like this is something that you deserved, or if you've been suffering in silence, there are resources out there. Please rewatch this video and know that you are not alone. There are many people out there, and you do not have to be suffering in silence, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for sharing this afternoon with me. I know it was long. I know it was tear-filled. I know it was a lot of things. But if just one of you guys is able to take something from this, then my job is complete. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you later.